Sanjay, did your point? Do you have any doubt? Look at it. What is the condition they given? Y is equal to tan inverse x whole square. Now differentiate with respect to x. First of all, if we consider this as x, this is the form of x square. X square derivative is 2x. Okay, so dy by dx is equal to 2 times of what is the derivative of x square? X square. Apply chain rule here. So 2 tan inverse x, again the derivative of tan inverse. Apply by chain rule. So here first this is in the form of x square derivative. D nothing but derivative. Derivative of x square is 2x. Here x value is tan inverse x. So write over 2 tan inverse x. Again the derivative of tan inverse. What is the derivative of tan inverse x? Tan inverse x derivative.
1 by 1 plus x square.
Let us do it. So this is 2 tan inverse x into 1 by 1 plus x square. Look at here, if you observe the given question is that x square plus 1 will be there. So this x square plus 1 you can cross multiply. So from this, if I cross multiply here, 1 plus x square into dy by dx is equal to remaining value, right? That is 2 tan inverse x. That's it. Now, what shall we do here? This is dy by dx, nothing but I want to see. They given question y1 and y2. Dy by dx is nothing but y1. I'm writing this dy by dx as y1. Dy by dx y1 is half multiplied. Now again differentiate. Then that time this function becomes u. This becomes v. uv formula we can apply. Right? So again differentiate with respect to x. Here already you know product rule, d of uv is equal to uv dash plus u dash v. Nothing but u v dash, v dash nothing but dv by dx. U dash means du by dx. So uv dash v u dash. Right. Now this is equal to 1 plus x square. U, the derivative of y1 is y2 plus then y1 1 plus x square derivative 1 derivative 0 x square is 2x is equal to 2 into 2 times of tan inverse x again 1 by 1 plus x. See in the bracket you should write things for tan derivative of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Like that you should write all the formulas. Whatever the formulas we are applying here, you should write all the formulas. Right? Now again I need to cross multiply this 1 plus x square here. 1 plus x square into what is the value here? 1 plus x square y2, then 2x into y1 plus 2x y1 is equal to right side is 2. Okay, so multiply with 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square into 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square whole square into y2. So 2x, here already 2x will be there. 2x into 1 plus x square, 2x, 1 plus x square, y1 is equal to 2. Prove. Simple. We get it in 3 to 4 steps. Once again, this is the given condition, given function. So in given question y1, y2 will be there, nothing but we can differentiate 2 times. Okay, I differentiated one. This is the form of x square. X square derivative is 2x, nothing but 2 tan inverse x. Again, the derivative of tan inverse x. Tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. I want to cross multiply this 1 by 1 plus x square into y1 is equal to remaining is 2 tan inverse. Then apply, again differentiate with respect to x by applying UV formula, product rule. This is u, this is v. So u v dash, nothing but derivative of y1 is y2. Y1 is the u derivative. One derivative 0, x square is 2. So simplify, again this 1 plus x square cross multiply, then again multiply. That is will be the answer. So here all examples are assignments, right? So try to do, I think only 3 to 4 questions are there. Example, you can try.
Sir, can we take log E value as 1, sir?
Yeah, log is always 1.
Okay, sir.
But it's based on base. See, they given just only log E or particularly they mention any base.
Log E only, sir.
Log E always 1. Always 1. Log 1 always 0. Whatever the base. Okay, now let's go for next exercise. First of all, I'll explain the concept of mean value theorem. Next exercise based on only 2 important theorems. One is Rolle's mean value theorem or Rolle's mean value theorem. Another one is Lagrangian mean value theorem. Okay. Okay, listen carefully. Here, these 2 theorems are very important, and I mean very important in the sense those are going to do engineering. Some extension will be there in engineering. Okay, here we will discuss only 2 theorems, that is known as Lagrangian. Further, you are going to discuss Maclaurin and Taylor series. Okay, that is related to derive the expansion of given function. Like e power x is 1 plus x by 1 factorial, x squared by 2 factorial. I already explained in starting class. Okay, so here we will discuss Rolle's theorem or Rolle's mean value theorem. Our second one is this is first one. Second one is mean value theorem, only mean value theorem. Okay, Rolle's theorem. Just otherwise we can write Rolle's theorem or Rolle's theorem, right? Rolle's theorem is mean value theorem. Second one is mean value theorem. Another name is Lagrangian or Lagrange's mean value theorem. So only mean value theorem, or else we can call the Lagrangian mean value theorem. In some questions, how they will do? So just verify mean value theorem, nothing but second one. Particularly, they mention verify Rolle's mean value theorem means first theorem. Okay, only 2 theorems are there. In that, first of all, you should know about open interval and closed interval, right? This open interval, closed interval is very important, as we know that open interval a comma b, nothing but this end point does not belong to given interval. For example, this open interval a comma b I want to take as 1 comma 10. So 1 comma 10 means on x 1 here it is 10, including this 1 comma 10 or excluding? Excluding, we cannot count this 1 and 10 remaining value or belongs to given interval except the end point. This is called open interval. Already you know that closed interval means closed interval a comma b means this is 1 comma 10, nothing but including. Even we can include this 1 and 10 also. That is the meaning of closed interval, including end point. Excluding end point, open interval, including end point, closed interval. Right? Okay. Why these two are important? Because in both theorems, two common conditions are there. For example, f of x I am taking as x square in some interval like 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2 is the interval. What shall we do here? We have to check whether the given function is continuous or not. We have to check whether the given function is differentiable or not. So till now we studied about continuity and differentiability. We need to check both conditions for given function, whether given function is continuous or not. First condition, given function is differentiable or not. That is second one. So I am writing the statement of this theorem. Statement is, let f of x be the given function defined. So defined, they may give your open interval or closed interval. So nothing to worry about here. Defined in some interval. Either they mention sometimes open, sometimes they may be closed. But remember, this is a function. Then otherwise, if first point is f of x is continuous in closed interval a comma b. Second point, f of x is differentiable in open interval a comma b. I am writing the statement of first Rolle's mean value theorem. Next, I will write the statement of mean value theorem. Okay. So third condition will be there for Rolle's mean value theorem. F of a is equal to f of b. Look at here. For mean value theorem, for Rolle's theorem, these 2 points are common. Your statement is same for both theorems. Let f of x be the given function defined in the interval if first one is f of x is continuous in closed interval. If we take continuous in open interval, statement becomes wrong. If you take differentiable in closed interval, wrong. So that you must remember continuous always in closed interval, differentiable always in open interval. And this third condition for only Rolle's. In mean value theorem, we don't have third condition. I said that first 2 conditions are common for both theorems. Everything is said. Only in Rolle's theorem, we are having third condition. Okay. Given function satisfied, it is continuous. Given function satisfied, it is differentiable. And given function also satisfied, f of a is equal to f of b. So after this, if the function satisfying these 3 conditions, then there exists one point within a and b, one point c in open interval a comma b such that f dash of c is equal to 0. Okay, otherwise how to write in simple way? F of a is equal to f of b, then there exists can be written as, this is the symbol of, then there exists c belongs to a comma b, such that symbol is, this is the symbol of such that f dash of c is equal to 0. We'll write in simple way like this also. f of A is equal to f of B, then there exists C belongs to open interval A comma B such that f dash of C is equal to 0. What are the conditions? Continuous in closed interval, differentiable in open interval. In Rolle's theorem, we have the third condition, f of A is equal to f of B. So whenever the function satisfies these three conditions, there must be exist one point C, which interval in open interval A comma B such that it satisfies the condition f dash of C is equal to 0. Just I return the statement. I will give many examples. We can easily understood by doing one or two problems, right? Look at it. There exists a point C. How the point will be? I'm going to draw the graphical representation of Rolle's theorem. I'm going to take here the interval. This is the point A. This is the point B. Here A comma B are always x values. See, x value is A, x value is B. So that we can take on x axis. I'm taking A comma 0. Okay. Here I draw one curve like this. This is curve nothing but this is given function f of x. Function may be sin x, cos x, log x, whatever. Generally I am taking this is the curve or graph of given function f of x. Okay. Graph of given function f of x. So what is this point here? A corresponding a y value is I am taking as on y axis. Y value already you know y can be written as f of x. Y is equal to f of x. Y is equal to f of x. So what about this point? This point will represent x value is a, corresponding y value is f of x. What is this point here? This is x value is b, corresponding y value is f of b. Substitute b here in place of already y is equal to f of x. Always it will be right. So substitute x is equal to a, we get y value is f of x. Substitute x is equal to b here, or y value is f of b. Okay, so when the function satisfying these three conditions, observe f of a is equal to f of b, nothing but these two. If I draw the line f of a and f of b must be lines on the same line. Then only f of a is equal to f of b nothing but y. As for example, if I take 3 here, 3 is equal to 3. What is the line of y is equal to 3? This is the line of y is equal to 3. Okay, look at it. This is x. So the function satisfying these three conditions, there exists one point where between a and b, I am taking the point C will be here, x value here. Then what is the corresponding y value? F of c, right? So the main thing is, see, f dash of dash nothing but derivative. Derivative nothing but slope. Everyone you already studied. M can be written as dy by dx. Yes or no? Dy by dx will represent slope also. M is slope. Slope of what? Slope of tangent. If I draw the line at the point C here, actually no need to discuss all these things for board level, but you must be remembered. It might be objective question. If I draw the tangent at the point C, see f dash of C nothing but dy by dx means this is we can write f dash of x. F dash of x at x is equal to C. Nothing but in place of x up to C, f dash of C. So f dash of C means the derivative means the slope at the point C means if I draw any line at the point C is always parallel to the x-axis. Simple, the tangent always parallel to x-axis. In Rolle's theorem, what is the graph? This is the graph. A and B are given interval. The corresponding y values are f of a, f of b, f of a, f of b. If I draw any curve here, there exists a point C in this between A and B. C belongs to A and B. At the point, if I draw tangent nothing but the line will meet the curve at only one point. That is called tangent. The tangent always parallel to x. This is one objective question, very important. Okay. So if the function satisfies Rolle's mean value theorem, the tangent is, there will be four options: parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis, parallel to y is equal to x. Like that, they will give different options. What is the answer here? The tangent always parallel to x-axis. Remember, important. Okay, so try to remember these 3 points enough. Continuous, closed interval, differentiable, open interval. F of A is equal to F of B, then F dash of C is equal to 0. This is the statement of Rolle's mean value. What is the statement of Lagrangian mean value? Are only mean value. Look at it. Mean value, Lagrange's mean value theorem statement. Statement is very easy, up to here state. You can write up to here. Let f of x to be the given function defined over it or a gamma b, or if f of x is continuous in closed interval, f of x is differentiable. But here we don't have third condition. Third condition for only Rolle's. After this what? After this second condition, the function satisfying these two conditions, then there exists space. Then there exists C belongs to open interval a comma b such that see here f dash of C is equal to 0, but here f dash of C value will be f of b minus f of a by b minus c. This is the only difference. F dash of C is 0. Then here f dash of C is not 0. For example, here look at it. Both will be same statement. Look at it. If I take f of A is equal to f of B, what will happen here? If I substitute in place of f of B, f of A, what will happen here? Numerator becomes f dash of C becomes 0 by b minus c. Nothing but 0. Again, we'll get Rolle's theorem. So here, what is the third condition? Actually, in Rolle's mean value theorem, f of A is equal to f of B, but in Lagrange's f of A not equal to f of B. Otherwise, if it is equal to f of A equal to f of B, again it will become Rolle's. In Rolle's equal, in Lagrangian not equal. Okay, but we cannot write that condition. Okay, finally, how many theorems are there? Only 2 theorems. What is the statement? Given function is f of x, and first point is continuous in closed interval a comma b, and differentiable in open interval. In Rolle's, they have third condition, that is f of a is equal to f of b. So then there exists one point C in the interval a comma b between these two values, such that f dash of c is equal to 0. F dash of c is equal to 0 means the tangent is parallel to x-axis. What is the mean by parallel to x-axis? Okay, what is the slope of x-axis? Angle is 0. See, generally the line like parallel to x-axis means the angle theta is equal to 0. Already we know that m is equal to tan theta. Theta value is, what is the theta value on x-axis? 0. Tan 0, 0. So there is no slope. For here also, f dash of c is equal to 0 means the slope value is 0. Whenever slope value is 0, always parallel to x.
Sir, it is B minus C or B minus A, sir?
Sorry, B minus A. B minus A. We don't take C. B minus A. Good. Clear? Statement is easy. So here the thing is, by writing the statement, you should write here closed, here open. Don't interchange. Don't confuse. Continuous always closed. Differentiable always in open. Right? These are the statements. Let's see the problems here. But here, whenever f of a, the graph will be different here. Mean value theorem graph. If I draw the graph of mean value theorem or Lagrange's mean value theorem, see here, in Lagrange's mean value theorem, f of a not equal to f of a. In Rolle's equal, but whereas Lagrange is not equal. Let's see here the graph. Same graph. This is A, this is B. There exists one point C. But here, if I draw the graph like this, Why? Because this will be a comma f of a. This is f of a. This is a. But here this is b comma f of b. Is there f of a is equal to f of b? What is my value? This is f of a. This is what f of a. Okay, this is up here f of a. Total is f of b. Here f of a clearly not equal to f of b. Here, but f of a here and f of b also same. Y values are same. This length are same. This is f of a. This is f of b. So same length. So f of a is equal to f of b. But here this is f of b. This is f of b. Is there f of a is equal to f of b? No. F of a clearly not equal to f of b. Right. Let's see. Now, if I choose any point C here, C will be somewhere here. So the point here C comma and f of c. If I draw the tangent here at this point C, if I draw the tangent, look at here, the tangent always parallel to the curve which joining. Let us take this point is capital A, this point is capital B. What is capital A comma f of a? What is capital B, B comma f of a? The tangent always parallel to the curve AB. That's it. Joining these 2 points, we get the curve, and tangent. If I draw the tangent at C, parallel to the curve, but here tangent parallel to X. These 2 points are important. Objective. Okay. And today, for JEE students, let's take the class 4 to 5. Is it okay for you? Because 3 to 4 I have class, another class. 3 to 4, 4 to 5 will take, because for you on second exam, math exam objective. So I am planning to take these 3 days objective. Today is 4 to 5, 1 hour. Okay, if you have any class, you can inform me. Otherwise, we will take. Okay. And do you have any idea about tomorrow at what time exam you have? Tomorrow onwards exam.
Don't know, sir.
So can you move a bit, sir?
Okay, you want to draw that. Okay, better to draw the graph only. So this is geometrical interpretation of these theorems. Okay. So without knowing this meaning, what is f dash of c equal to 0, what is f dash of c, f of b minus f of a by b minus a, might be difficult. Okay. Continuous nothing, but already you know that there is no break. It will be continuous. Differentiable nothing but should not be sharp curve. Like if I take here, I said that at this point it is not differentiable. But it is continuous, no break anywhere. So continuous curve, but not differentiable at this point. If it is like this, it is always continuous and differentiable. There is no sharp point like this. Okay, this is smooth curve. Every smooth curve is continuous and differentiable. And also remember that every polynomial always continuous and differentiable. Every polynomial, it may be quadratic equation, cubic equation, biquadratic equation. Every polynomial always continuous and differentiable. In question, if they give any polynomial, you can write directly f of x is continuous because it's polynomial. And f of x is differentiable because it is polynomial. Or since it is polynomial. Right? Just in every question, what you can do here, whether f of a is equal to f of b or. And also remember that sin x, cos is always continuous. But whereas tan x is not continuous at 90, And we know that tan 90 is infinity. Okay, that is called discontinuity point, right? So tomorrow we will start the problem. Session going to be end now.